Hey, yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy, HP Maharaja. Jai Ho to everybody. I hope you're having a great time. As you can see, I wanted to start this vlog off here on Bay Island. This is a private island where people have their homes, where nobody usually lives. There's a bunch of boats out here. Beautiful scenery. Absolutely fantastic. Yachts and the whole deal. Whole deal spiel here. It's nice, calm breeze. Actually, the tide's really high right now. So what usually happens is the tide goes up and down here. So you'll see like a big drop, like maybe a foot and a half drop of the water, like level, which is kind of interesting. It's kind of weird. Oh my God, look at my car. Got destroyed this morning by all the sediments up there in the tree. Ow. That's terrible, actually. Absolutely terrible. But yeah, so today was interesting. I was put on a new project-ish. Had to fix a bunch of bugs and stuff. Nonetheless, now we're going home. And yeah, look at my windshield, dude. Completely destroyed, man. It's not good. Anyways, at least I'm off to home. And oh God, look, this is actually a crazy view. Let me of the yacht. It's coming in. I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty damn big. It's just driving on up here, getting into its place. And it's actually really dangerous to be maneuvering your boat here in these small little places, especially if you got a big boat like the one right there. But nonetheless, it is quite a spectacle to view here in Newport Beach. Hopefully it zoomed. Oh, was it zoomed in? I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. People chilling, taking the boat out. They got jet skis on the back. Plenty of water, sports, whatever. They got cabin crew that are taking care of that damn boat. It is quite intense. Indeed. But we gotta get out. And yeah, so the boat is gone. Now I'm going home because I need to eat. And yeah, so that's life. I finished up some programming today. It was a good day at work. Finished up a few things, and then now I'm off to home. And now I have to take my jacket off because it's actually physically burning in this car. Absolutely ridiculous. And these streets are very narrow too, which you have to be careful about. I'll be going straight out of here. There we go. So over there is Balboa Beach. You can see that. All this stuff is in the peninsula. Yeah, so that's the cool stuff around here that you get to see working in Newport Beach. But yeah, so now I'm off to home, and we're probably going to work on that scraping project, hopefully. Some stuff there, practice tests or something like that. We'll see what happens. I always think of topics to talk about, right? And then right when the camera starts, I kind of forget about them. Well, let's see if I can remember something. Oh yeah, I needed to do a video on approaching college. That's a good one, because I met a few freshmen last week, and you know, a lot of times new people, like new freshmen or new students that are entering into the college system because their parents told them, forced them, or whatever it happens to be. Once they're in, they got to figure stuff out. But it's so hard because sometimes they're not very proactive in getting the help or researching the necessary components for them to succeed in college, what sorts of clubs they should join, what sorts of activities they should do, what sorts of extracurriculars they should participate in, and all these things, and what they should do to finally decide their major, because that's a big thing. And I'll focus this video on that, is figuring out what you need to be doing, in terms of your major, so that you're happy with your end, job or whatever you're trying to pursue. And it's very difficult. Like, some people, they're undeclared, but they want to do computer science. Now, computer science is a field which has gotten a crazy amount of popularity within the... Why is this lighting so bad? Is it because of the sun or whatever? So, nonetheless, computer science is a major that has grown tremendously over the past, I would say, 10 years. Ever since Facebook came around, 10 years. It took some time to garner, 10 to 12 years. And now it's incredibly difficult to, get into the major, take those classes. And it's incredibly difficult for people to figure out whether they want to do computer science because they're passionate about the subject, or they want to do computer science because there's a huge demand in the job market, and that will somehow magically make them happy. So that's sort of the distinction. It's very important to understand yourself, so that you pick a major that's not oriented because of people influencing you, and just shedding light on that because that's the only way they've understood it to be. There's plenty of fields that are interesting. It just depends on you. So spend the time in figuring out what you want to do. And now, away from that, what can you do to get yourself into the computer science field? Because that's where I am. Go to a few hackathons, right? This advice is probably going to last you forever, and it's going to have an impact in your life forever. Go to a few hackathons, which are these 36-hour coding competitions where you sit down, you listen to some presentations by some companies, they sponsor prizes, and you use their technology or create products that are centered around their technologies, and then you pitch and demo at the end your product to these companies and judges to win some prizes. And they're usually technology-based, hardware, software, mobile apps, computer web apps, desktop apps, robotics, whatever you can think of in technology. They're focused around them, and what you're trying to do is win these prizes. But what this will help you in trying to decide your major or whatever is it'll help you in figuring out what field of computer science, if computer science is at all interesting to you, what field you want to go into. And it's very important. Like, one of my friends, he's going through grad school, or he's not going through, he's applying to grad school. And one of the questions on the personal statement is, why do you want to go to grad school? And that's one question he just simply cannot answer, right? And then he'll say, yeah, I want to do machine learning. But then, why do you want to do machine learning? So you have to go to the core root of why you would want to do something, and that way you'll have a much bigger passion and a stronger execution when you pursue that interest or passion or whatever it happens to be. So that's why you need to ask your question, ask why as many times as you can, because when you get to that answer, it's going to make a lot more sense for you to pursue that. So that's sort of what's going on, so that's life. That's how you figure out, what you want to do, what you're interested in. Join these hackathons. Join as many clubs as you can. I mean, I know some people can't socialize, but try your best to just talk to one or two people. Just pick one person to talk to at whatever club meeting and ask them what's going on. What do you feel about this? And then most of these people are shy themselves too, but they want to actually go out and reach out to people, and that's why they show up to the club meetings at all in the first place, to connect with people. So
make sure you open up yourself and try your best to connect with others and put yourself in these positions that will enable you to explore more, and this will ultimately help you in figuring out yourself, figuring out your college experience, and understanding what you need to do to pursue your passion, which you are still in the search for. I know so many people who haven't figured out what they want to do in their life, even at a later stage, and that's completely fine. You can always change your major. I've changed my major twice, so you can always change your major trying to figure out what you need to do, and there's always time to do it. Don't let the counselors come into your life and say you can't do a certain thing or you can't pursue a certain major. That's actually all just baloney. That's not how real world works. You can do whatever you want, however you want to do it, but you just got to be committed and you got to execute. That's the number one thing in school. You got to execute on your own. You have to be able to research what classes are available, what classes I can take, what classes are necessary to fulfill your major requirements. So you got to do this research by yourself. That's something you got to do, that you have to facilitate yourself in order to succeed in college, and not just succeed in terms of being able to finish your major, but succeed in terms of being able to complete a major that aligns with your interest and passion. That's very important, and that's the one advice I'll leave you with today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know this has been a very long video, 11 minutes, wow. But thank you so much for tuning in. I'll catch you next time in the next Maharaja Daily. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace and love, everybody. HP Maharaja signing out. Take care, everybody. Peace and love. Jai Ho.